The Fish Scout, an unofficial meme subclass of the Scout, giving up their plethora of pistols and pop guns in order to kill their opponents with a fish. The Holy Mackerel is a reskin of the Scout's stock bat, dealing 35 damage per hit and 105 damage with a crit. Also, similarly to the Hot Hand, the Holy Mackerel announces to the entire server every hit made, with a humiliation fish kill message. Before getting into class matchups, we should quickly talk about your primary and secondary options. For shotguns, there are 4 standouts for the slot. The shortstop, for use of the shove, might as well lean into the meme harder. The babyface blaster, for reaching blistering speeds and subsequent painful slowdowns. The Force of Nature, for improved mobility, and the Soda Popper, for an occasional breakup with the floor, my personal favorite. Pistols are out of the question, with the Winger being at least decent for mobility. Instead, one should look to Scout's collection of drinks. Bonk can be useful for getting into areas guarded by sentries, and for retreating out of hairy situations for more health, which you'll be in frequently. Criticola seems decent, but it makes you even easier to kill and only takes 1 to 2 swings off your to-do list. Lastly, Mad Milk helps you heal off some of the damage you will inevitably take playing Fish Scout, and is the most commonly used secondary for a Fish Scout. While playing Fish Scout, you have very little health, low DPS, and your only saving grace is your incredible speed. Why would you do this to yourself? Self-loathing. And also because it is funny. Thus, you should play similarly to a spy, taking opportune moments to strike, and retreating for health frequently. Your greatest weapon is the element of surprise, and a fish. And so, I present to you how to fight every class's Fish Scout and win. Wait, Uncle Dane actually did something like that already. I present to you the best melee weapon in Team Fortress 2, and how to use it. Scout is your second worst matchup when playing Fish Scout, as they are the only class you cannot catch, as well as them having the small advantage of gun. There's not much you can do against a Scout who is aware of you, thus you should probably flee. However, the more honorable Scouts will engage in a Scout v Scout melee duel, as the Founding Fathers intended, at which point it is a matter of skill, evasiveness, and random crits. It takes 4 swings to kill a Scout from full HP, so best of luck to you. With an impressive health pool and high damage splash attacks, your best bet is to get into a soldier's face and out of the way of his rocket launcher. Worst case scenario, you can survive a rocket, and the soldier will most likely damage himself trying to kill you. Staying off the ground as much as possible while approaching will probably be for the best. But if they have the direct hit equipped, assume that they know how to use it and mostly stay away. Apply Mad Milk as seen fit. When fighting a pyro, the first thing to do is get up close. Okay, let's try that again. You run at the pyro and... So pyro is the bane of any melee user, because of his air blast, and because running a melee weapon inherently means being within flamethrower range, which is not good for your longevity. Usually when facing a pyro, you should opt to avoid them, but if they are distracted, injured, using the Dragon's Fury, or multiple of the above, those would be the times to strike. Because of Scout's evasiveness and Demo's reliance on projectiles, Scout is very effective against Demo Man, with Fish Scout being much the same. However, one should be wary, as Demo Man's melee can dish out some serious hurt. Stay agile, and don't stop moving while you are attacking. However, when facing a Demo Knight, the story changes drastically. Suddenly, you are outdamaged, outranged, and exactly where the Demo Knight wants you. Requiring a massive 9 swings of your fish, and wielding a weapon that can kill you in 0.9 seconds, Heavy is a formidable foe for even those using a weapon not a fish. Using your mobility is crucial against a Heavy, because if they have you in their crosshairs, you are dead. Use your maneuverability to strike when the Heavy least expects, because approaching a revved up Heavy head-on is a death sentence. Once you reach the Heavy, quickly circle him and move unpredictably. Especially confusing is double jumping or crouch jumping over the Heavy, which will almost always break their line of sight, allowing you to continue your fishy onslaught. However, the Heavy's fists can kill you in 2 hits, and a random crit will send you to bread space. Applying a fresh coat of Mad Milk drastically boosts your odds, as well as assisting your team to take down the toughest, fattest target on the battlefield. Engineer is a bag full of surprises, and not the good kind. Firstly, his sentry gun is a nearly perfect area denial tool against you, thus making the sentry the only target I recommend repealing your Oath of Gunless Combat for. The Engineer himself does considerably more damage than most people realize as well. The shotgun deals massive close-range damage, and hidden revenge crits will send you back to the spawn room faster than you can say random crits are fair and balanced. Ignore the fact that revenge crits aren't random. As well, Engineers are very prone to switching to their wrench, which will two-shot you, and a crit will have the Engineer erecting a statue of a moron. A note that if the Engineer is using the Gunslinger, they are more likely to have a shotgun and pistol equipped, as well as them being prepared to place down a mini-sentry, which will make meleeing the Engineer nearly impossible. Take the sentry out quickly. The extra health also requires one more hit to kill. The Medic is an especially paradoxical case, as the combination of a non-damaging secondary, a hard-to-use and ineffective primary, and a 65-ish% crit rate leads to the bone saw the Uber Saw being a wrench in your plans even more so than an actual wrench. Approaching a Medic when they are distracted is a remedy to this, but the most common distraction for a Medic is healing another class, which brings its own set of challenges. Target the Medic before you attempt to kill the patient, as you do not have the DPS and sustain to win a fight against an overhealed target and his pocket Medic. However, if the patient is also distracted, the Medic will often fall to your fishy fortitude in no time.
Yeah, why don't you come over and say that to my face, tough guy? Bonk!
Sniper is probably the easiest class to kill as a Fish Scout. Because of their low health, tendency to tunnel vision, and no mobility, snipers are easy to beat senseless before they sense you. However, snipers are not defenseless, and if they are aware of you, you will be Girardi'd, because of course Sniper needs a solution to his only fucking weakness! However, there is a silver lining to this yellow storm cloud, as where there is Girardi, there is Bushwhacka, which weakens the Sniper enough to kill him in 3 slaps. Keep the Sniper occupied while the Girardi dries, be evasive, but don't give the Sniper enough space to allow them to quickscope. Due to the nature of the classes, both Spy and Scout spend significant time in the backlines, causing them to come into quarrels more frequently. It is a smart idea to purposefully reroute through your teammates to spy check them, as if they do turn out to be a spy, you are at the perfect position to shapeshift them into a dead guy. Due to your faster speed, you can easily chase down spies, and the sudden onslaught often makes them panic and backpedal. However, I need to remind you that Spy has a gun, and nothing reminds spies of this fact, quite like an aggressive man-child bum-rushing them with a 4-day-old salmon. Be wary to dodge the revolver shots from the spy, as it deals more damage than you may realize. However, don't bother worrying about the spy dead ringing, as you, the beautiful fish scout you are, have an ace up your sleeve. Dead ringing spies do not trigger the fish kill message in the kill feed, which lets you know if there is still a conniving Frenchman around. Do remember that spy is a primarily melee-based class as well, so be wary of potential stare stabs, reverse matador stabs, launch understabs, or nipple twist stabs. Fish Scout might not be the best choice for a Highlander match, or any other match outside of a casual 2-fort. However, he is a competitively funny subclass, with slightly more use than a Bison Soldier or Hot Hand Pyro. This video was carefully engineered to make your Fish Scout experience the best it can be. I hope this guide is somewhat helpful for your playing to respawn ratio. If this guide was successful in teaching you the ways of Fish Scout, you should have a KD of at least 0.29, and you might find yourself liking this video or subscribing. But if you still struggle to play Fish Scout successfully, I recommend getting good. It worked great for me. Now get out there. Those 13 kill streaks aren't going to earn themselves. Barn out.